Biggest things women will talk about is the embarrassment and shame that comes with being cheated on. They go like, my self-worth has almost been publicly decimated from a gossip blog that he was having an affair. Now, people lie and everything, but that one was true.
Yes.
When you're sharing that, when women are reading that, many women would say the same. They go like, yeah, if a man cheats on me, I'm gone, I'm out. And yet you talk about all of your whys and your hows. What did you learn in that moment, and what do you think people can learn about infidelity in a marriage?
Okay. First of all, Rashawn didn't cheat on me. He cheated on himself.
Oof.
And a lot of women don't look at the situation that way when they're cheated on, and some men. But it takes a tremendous amount of integrity and self-worth to be able to hold yourself to a certain standard when you're in a relationship in and of itself. Furthermore, when you're in the public eye, extend that a little bit more when you're an artist, a DJ, an athlete, or someone in that profession, because like you stated earlier, it's almost expected that you're living this single life where you're popping bottles and in the clubs and have women around you constantly. But for me, it was very important to write the book because I want women to understand that men cheat, and it doesn't necessarily have to be because of you. It is because of them. So I didn't feel embarrassment. People ask me, how is it so easy for you to talk about? He's his own individual. He made a choice. I didn't cheat. There's no embarrassment for me. There's no humiliation for me. I own me, and I have to decide how I'm going to move forward with my head held high. It's very important for women to understand that.
Gia, one of the biggest things...
What's going on? Anyway, so let's talk about Gia and DJ Envy. They just released their book. I'm gonna try to find the book and read it. I have a very good feeling about the book. It's called Real Life, Real Love. And real love is a thing. A lot of people don't believe there's such a thing as real love anymore. But a lot of that has to do with self-sabotaging belief system. There are two words I really want to bring to your attention with regards to what she just said. Okay? She said the husband did not cheat on her. He cheated on himself. Now, some of you are like, no, that's mad bullshit, right? Well, maybe not when a woman is saying that, but when a man says that, oh my God, it gets worse. Like, what are you talking about? You freaking, you know what we did to Will Smith, right? Because he decided to keep his house together. He decided to keep his home together, right? A lot of people believe that once a cheater, always a cheater. But again, if you really think about it, that's really bullshit. Because cheating is not just the idea of cheating on a woman or a man or in a relationship. Anytime you do something that you wouldn't want people to see, especially when it's some form of contract or something that, anytime you have something like that, right, it's usually called cheating. If you don't want other party to see, like another party that you've basically agreed to something with, if you don't want them to see what you're up to, you're cheating, essentially. So I get it. Maybe I'm pushing it a little bit. It's a little bit different when it comes to a romantic relationship. But the point of this is that when you cheat in a relationship, yes, potentially you're cheating on yourself. It depends on the circumstances, of course, right? Sometimes you just don't want other people to get in your business or see what you're doing for different circumstances. But if there was no real reason, I'm not saying there's a reason to cheat. I'm just saying if this is just you being greedy, or you want to have your cake and eat it too, especially when you subscribe to a monogamous relationship with another person, cheating, right? You're cheating yourself, because again, there are ways that it's going to come back and bite you in the butt, okay? I may not be able to spell that out right now because we need specific story, but their story is that he cheated on his wife of so many years with randoms, right? With one of them being Erica Mena, who was another chick who's just out there doing whatever, right? And she's basically concluded that this is not cheating on me. This is him cheating on himself. Outlook and perspectives. See, you have the power to attach meaning to certain events in your life. Okay, whatever meanings you've attached to the events that are happening in your life will determine the rest of your life. Okay, some of you anytime something happens to you, you attach the worst case scenario meanings to it, right? And effectively it multiplies, because anything you focus on multiplies, right? And that's really the lesson in that, right? Now, not everyone is able to do that. It's not exactly simple to just say, hey, you cheated on me, I'm just going to attach this meaning and then we're going to move on. Some people are honestly, authentically not able to attach any other meanings outside of worst case scenario. What's the worst? And these are sizable books. They're minimum 200 pages. You can download them absolutely for free by simply going to, for example, this one, you just go to getmymarriageback.com, smartrealestatewholesaling.com, realestatemoneysecrets.com. So yes, I am a 3-times author. Those books are out there for your consumption, and they are also available everywhere on Amazon, anywhere that you pick up books. So in case you prefer a physical book like that. Worst case scenario, you cheated on me, it's about me. I wasn't good enough, and then fuck you, right? And the worst case scenario, as a matter of fact, people do the worst when they find out somebody cheated on them. Some people literally can't get their life back together again because it makes them feel less than, right? It makes them feel like, oh my God, this person was out to hurt me, as opposed to what Gia is doing, which is, hey, this person was actually hurting themselves. Now, does that mean you always have to stay with people that cheat on you? No, I didn't say that. As a matter of fact, there's no guarantee that anyone will stay with you if you cheat on them. There's zero guarantees. What I'm saying is that everyone is different. Some people's threshold is different. Some people are actually able to say, you know what? He wasn't cheating on me. He was cheating. There's something deeper. There's a deeper reason why somebody cheats on, forget me for a second, the relationship, obviously, but cheat on themselves, cheat themselves out of the greatest form of relationship ever. Meaning, being in a relationship with the person that you actually like you're basically about to self-sabotage a marriage with a person that you actually like, because there's all kind of testament and testimonials of how DJ Envy actually loves his wife. Some people don't believe in that anymore, but it actually exists. I'm one of those, right? I love my wife to death. So when I say to death, that's like a red flag in some people's head. Then they go in the direction of saying, no, this one has a 190s, and they think of worst case scenario. Oh, what if she suddenly takes everything that belongs to you? What if she suddenly decides she wants to divorce? Yeah, the question is, what if? Are you not able to handle that? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Are you telling me that it's going to be the end of your life if one woman leaves you? Because you're telling me a lot more about yourself more than you're telling me about me, because I know me, my threshold. I know what my threshold is. The question is, what about you, right? So do you always find ways to attach worst case scenario meanings to regular life events? Things like a woman choose to leave you. Yes, that can happen, right? But for me, while it's a big deal, I can still survive. I can still make a beautiful life out of myself. That's not my reality, by the way. But for some of you, just the thought of it kills you, and you can't wait to tell somebody that if this happened, their life is going to be destroyed. But that's not the truth. So the lesson here again, she's chosen to attach a different type of meaning, the best case scenario, at least for our own mental health, to the event that happened in their marriage. He cheated. She said, well, he cheated on himself. He took the time to work on himself. They both took the time to actually work on themselves, because they were actually about to destroy their whole marriage. And some people end up like that, and you can't judge them either. You see what I'm saying? We can't judge people that end up like that again. All right, you see what I'm saying? So it's very, very important that you understand that you actually have the power to attach meanings that you choose to the events that are happening in your life. And the kind of meaning you choose will determine the direction that you move in. It's all about your outlook on life, your perspective on life. If your perspective is always half glass empty, that's going to affect everything, literally everything in your life. That's how you're going to see everything. If your perspective is always half glass empty or half glass full, either way, it's going to affect everything. If you see red in everything, you're going to see red in everything. I understand. Sometimes you have certain experience in life and it's just hard not to see red in everything. But I'm just letting you know, if you want, you do have the power to absolutely change your perspective, to change your outlook, and just look, naturally, some people are able to look for the best in everything. Some people actually learn how to do that. Some people are naturally good at it. Some people learn how to do that. But it's the best way to really live life, because life, honestly, is not that deep at the end of the day. We owe death. Right? That's the bottom line. This thing has an expiration date. Are you going to live your life just being being scared of everything? Or you're going to, say, it's not that deep. I'm going to protect myself. I'm an emotional person. I have emotions. I'm a man. I'm a woman. But I'm also going to see the best in every. I'm going to try to look for the best in every situation. Some situation is just extremely hard to do that, granted. But some situations are really not that deep, and some people just look for the worst case. They look for all the data to tell them all the bad and the worst about everything, including marriage, relationship, and if that's how you live, you're going to basically see that everywhere you go. The algorithms will help you see the worst that this life has to offer. And if you're also the kind of person that likes to see good things, all you have to do is hit the like button, share, subscribe, comment, and then the algorithms will help you find more videos like this. There are tons of people enjoying marriage. There are tons of people enjoying relationship. There are tons of people that you can learn real life lessons and not just worst case scenario everywhere, read everywhere, right? Anyway, see you on the next one.